This is the long haul. This is the big video. This is me explaining every single character in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero in exquisite and fun detail. I'm not going to go over fun mechanics that are basic, such as combos and things of that variety. I'm simply going to talk about each character, their strengths and their weaknesses, going through the entire list in DP format. So, if you have time, you want to stick around and watch the video with me, you're more than welcome to stick around and do this, but we're going to start off with Hercule and see how this goes. I'm going to explain a lot of things about each character and explaining why they're important and why they're significant to each team in DP battle. So, Hercule is amazing. He starts off immediately with 3 balls, you can see right there. As soon as you start the match, what you want to do is this. False Courage gives you a little bit of protection towards Ki Blast and things like that. Now, outside of False Courage, there's this. That gives you a bunch of boosts that you can see right there. That's good. Now take note with Mr. Satan. He doesn't attack, but see that? When he charges, he actually can stun them. When he charges, that's it. That's the only time he pushes people. Or when he is in sparking mode. He doesn't push anybody back with his sparking mode. When he's in sparking mode, he can get this off. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but he is the only character that has a stopping point with his sparking because he can't fly. You're really relying on this technique, which is Mr. Boo Arrives. Mr. Boo Arrives does the most damage in an instance. It just does the most damage. That's just how it operates. That's how it works. It does a crazy amount of damage. That's good for you, and it can actually stall. Why would you play Hercule? What's the reason to play Hercule? He has a fast charge. You can counter with him. If you're good with just using things, he's actually pretty okay. He actually still can do that. His grabs work. That's something that's important. You can push them away. There are a few reasons to use him. His dynamite kick, is it good? No. His dynamite kick is not good at all. Nothing about this character is truly remarkable. So why would you even pick Hercule? What's the point? Why would you pick this character? The reason you pick Hercule is to put him on the team as a bottom dollar character to take up space and time, and to use Present Bomb because it has the best tracking in the game. This move has the best tracking of any rush move I've ever seen. I have never seen a tracking move with better tracking. It is just good. It's just good tracking. Not even gonna lie about that. Outside of that, there's nothing truly else remarkable about Hercule. Some people I've seen actually try their best to play Hercule. He has no follow-up on any of his techniques. He has no follow-up on a lot of his stuff. You can just really rely on charge attacks. I would just immediately rush in, use a charge attack, and use him to get some health back on some characters if you have 1 DP left. I wouldn't seriously recommend using it. I just wouldn't. Nothing he does is of note or remarkable. False Courage immediately when you start off so you don't get annihilated immediately, and rush in, maybe do a grab or something like that. There's nothing truly remarkable about him. Next character, Chiaotzu. This character can fly. That improves so much. He can stun most characters unless they have super armor. He's really good. I like him. He has telekinesis. Telekinesis is super good, but also this. That stuns. His charge stuns. That is a stun. You get that off and then you can do Dodoria. They can't escape that in most situations. That's pretty good. And that is actually amazing. So I'd recommend using something like that or something of that variety. That's also amazing. So now, also note that his movement is funky. Get used to doing this. If you haven't gotten used to doing this, this is the only way to get past this move is if you circle and loop back around it. That's just important. Now, his after image isn't crazy. It's not something to write home about, but he does have a lot of good combo. He has a lot of up combo, like his first and 2 are just up combos. That's always good. I would go for a down combo, up into an up combo, and then do this, and then don't, if you're not good at going back and forth, I would immediately rush down and do that. His psychic rock throw is godlike. When he gets low on health, like, let's say 1 bar or half a last bar, try your best to get to sparking, and then knock down, and then hit him with the Farewell Mr. Tien. That's the benefit of Chiaotzu's character. This will do a stupid amount of damage. It's just a stupid amount of damage that does. That's really good. And by stupid, I mean 1 bar. So, next is Frieza Soldier. Holy do I hate this character. Oh goodness. You can pick 5 of this 1 character. He's not very fast at all. As you can see, he doesn't have a true follow-up with a lot of his techniques. He does have full power charge and starts off with a few bars, but that's not really good. He also has a recovery move known as Sleep, which I don't know why he has Sleep. None of his moves have any distinctive techniques. He also has this as well. If you're curious what this is going to do. That is not a sequenced rush move. It is simply a technique you can do that rushes and does a lot of damage. If you're curious how much damage it does, take note he starts off with 2 bars and he charges a lot slower than Hercule. Hercule is a very fast charger, just to go back to Hercule and loop back around to him. Observe this, if you will.
Lord Frieza's gonna kill me.
That's it. That's the whole move. That's a pretty okay move, especially because most people don't know Frieza Soldier. They're not expecting that. If you want to switch somebody up in Frieza Soldier, I'd recommend picking Frieza Soldier. Now then, let's get to Master Roshi. This character's godlike. I have nothing bad to say about him, truly. Everything in his kit is amazing. He starts off as a light speed character, and then he goes into a power character. He starts off with 2 bars, but everything about him is great. As soon as you start the match, go into false courage. Immediately. He is great. Only issue is that he can't fly. If he could fly, he would be amazing. However, he can't. When you do the rush, make sure you go to the ground, because if you're in the air, you can't do it. If you're in, because he can't fly, you can't do it. Same with Yajirobe, same little issue there. I like him because of this. Is it unblockable? That's an unblockable. You can weave it, you can dash out the way, but that move in itself isn't unblockable. And that makes it amazing in itself. After Image Strike is just naturally a good move, and his final technique, the Mafuba, when he gets you in the Evil Containment Wave, that is also an unblockable. If you're looking for what it is, this is the Mafuba. Its range is incredibly short. I believe its range ends right about here. This is about right where its range ends. This is it. His range is crazy short. Look at that. That range is short. Be wary of that. Now then, his Ultra form, his full power form, this is where I usually start off with. If I'm playing a team, I'm starting off in this form, immediately going into the false courage, and I'm using this. His rush technique is really good. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I immediately do this, and you can rush when you're in the air like this. You can rush when you're in the air like this. I'll rush him after that move and usually go into another combo. Now then, what we're looking at here is the max power Kamehameha. It has a long startup, so a lot of people get confused about when it actually starts, but we'll go through the entire startup right now. He does this, brings it down really fast, goes backwards right about here, and then it goes into a cutscene right about here. Right? Boom, cutscene. If you want to perfect dodge that, wait for him to say ha and then click the B button if you're that close. That's an important distinction. So, this is Guldo. Guldo is horrible. I don't like Guldo. I don't like his combos. I don't like anything about this character. He feels slow. He feels sluggish. But if you want to flex with the entire Ginyu Force, he's a fun character to use. Also, he has SP Fighting Pose. SP Fighting Pose is incredibly important. SP Fighting Pose gets you a full bar. Saw how fast that was? Maybe you didn't. Let's count that down. 1, 2. That's 2 seconds. You get 2 seconds of free time, you can get the full charge. 1, 2. And it's paralysis. Boom. Hold up a second. You get the paralysis going. Boom. You do this. 1, 2. You got a free gold on special. Well, maybe you don't actually. I take that back. But you can paralysis just to do the move, and you can actually get this out the way. That's free. That's just free. Now then, his full power volley, never use it in front. I've noticed a lot of people using it when you get to the front. Use it to the back so you can get all things. And most things he does, you're going to want to use to the back front. That's where you're going to want to rock and operate. Now, this is very important. His Guldo special is an unblockable. This move is not able to be blocked. It can be dodged, it can be teleported, but it can't be blocked. This right here cannot be blocked. That's just a good move overall. That's just nice. I love that deeply. This is a pretty okay starter team for flexing on weak characters. That's just something you can just get and do. Just weak characters. Have a team of weaklings. You can just do that. Now then, outside of the team of absolute weaklings, let's go on through the list and see who else we got going on here. Saibaman. You can pick 5 Saibaman. If you don't know that, you can pick 5 Saibaman. That's very important. You can pick a multiple team of these guys. Spopovich is very good. He's a very good power heavy character. Just going to point him out right there. Just make sure you know that he's a very good power heavy character. He has very little ki blast. His ki blast game is horrible, worse than Frieza Soldiers. Just want to point that out there. Frieza Soldier, remember you can pick 5 Frieza Soldiers as well. Videl has interesting combo game overall. She isn't somebody to write home about, but she can fly, and that's important. Yajirobe is the best character in the game. Don't even question me on that. He's the best character in the game. He's godlike. He's a great character. Babidi is interesting. Babidi is very interesting. So we're gonna get started with this battle here, and I'm gonna show you why Babidi is interesting when we get to him. Saibaman is kind of the same deal with Chiaotzu. I consider them about the same exact tier, except the fact that Saibaman has a little bit of health. Acid doesn't do anything crazy. It really doesn't. It stuns them. Same why that's the same as Chiaotzu. High speed rush is a good rush attack, and full power energy wave is good to just use if you're following up with some combo. He is an interesting character, but I wouldn't pick him overall. Give me one moment. I've returned. I was taking a poop that could ruin my life. Now then, we go back to this. His sparking mode isn't bad either. This is really where he shines deeply, because for some reason it's a little bit faster than most others. If you get them on the ground, you can pretty much get it going faster. Now notice how that was slower. To do Dragon Rush, a lot of people don't know this. To get this faster, you have to do the double dash. You kind of got to do the double dash. That's very important. Saibaman is not a horrible character. Not anybody I'd go to as a bottom dollar pick, but I just don't have any true thoughts about him. Spopovich is godlike, great character. Just amazing all around. Love this character with my whole chest and soul. Very heavy power character. I would immediately go right into Servant's Last Power, get that little buff going, and then go crazy. Because he starts off with that one bar. Notice this. We reset positions. He starts off with that bar. And when you start off with that bar, I would immediately, as soon as the match starts, just do that. Just to get that bonus in. Just to do some reasonable damage. He's a heavy character. He's very nice. He has one little interrupting ki blast, which isn't anything to write home about, but it is good for interruptions nonetheless, because most people don't even expect Spopa to even have that. Now, this is very important. Look at Mad Banquet, right? Watch it miss. You love seeing moves miss. The tracking in this game is a lot worse than DBZ. Mad Banquet goes a bit like this. Hopefully this works this time. Let's see. All right, Mad Banquet. Look at that. That's a rush move. I want you to take note that this move is a rush move. Mad Banquet is the rush move. However, Berserker Crash. Take note of Berserker Crash for a moment. So Berserker Crash is not a rush move. He has no beam moves, but this is a lot better than a rush move to me. People expect this to be a rush move, but it's just damage. All it is just damage. His last move is an ultimate that you can block. It's the same as his Mad Banquet. I'm not going to go too deep into it. But Berserker is really good. It gives you some armor. That's basically false courage. And this move will give you some good bonuses. Having this will give you basically super armor, which is very nice. It's nice to have some super armor on Spopa. So I'd recommend using him as a bottom dollar pick if you want to get used to power characters and get used to just fighting with power characters. He's what helped me get really good with Big Buff Master Roshi, so I consider him one of the bottom dollar picks. I'm going to talk about Babidi now. Let's get Babidi off the way. Pew Pew Nice Shot is in general just a rush move. It's just a rush move that expects Pew Pewing. This right here isn't good. Not a good move. Not at all. You can move that. You can move out the way of that really easily. It's really easy to track and follow. It's not even that hard. If it spawns on top of you, it's really not that. You can block it. It's really not that bad. Let's talk about Demon Eye. Demon Eye is not that crazy. That's a paralysis move, and Wizard Barrier is just a barrier around himself. If you're curious what his thing is, his final move is this. It's easy to avoid. It's easy to get out the way. I have not tested if it's an unblockable or not. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have not tested that in any capacity. So we're gonna talk about Yajirobe. This is definitively one of the greatest characters in the game. I can't even express to you how amazing this character is. He just is good. He just is a great character. Let's talk about why he's a great character. Firstly, his moves are nothing to write home about. He plays a bit like Spopa, no ki blast, kind of not anything crazy. He can do some rushes, but this is what we're talking about here. Boom, feet on the ground. Got the feet on the ground going crazy. His other move, Flash and Kill, is a rush technique. Doesn't do that crazy amount of damage. And his last move is also a rush technique. But why is Yajirobe viewed as the greatest character in the game? He has Senzu beans. For 5 bars, he gets all of his health back. Doesn't matter how low his health is, he gets all of his health back. And super unyielding spirit. That's instant super. And then he can go into a rush. You get his bars up, you keep dodging with him, you are good with doing that, you can get somebody like this. And he's low enough that if a character's on the ground like this, it's kind of infinite. That's just by the design of how his build. That's it. That's why Yajirobe's great. I'm not gonna go too deep into why he's great. If you know why he's great, you know why he's great. Videl isn't horrible, right? Okay, this is I rated Videl a bit lower until I actually like got down with her skill set. After image strike, always good. And super unyielding spirit, that's an insta super. Just great. Desperado rush and Videl kick, great moves actually. Videl kick, boom, great move, great damage. That's amazing. Videl rush, not even that horrible of a move. I'm pretty sure it's not going to hit because the tracking on this game is horrible. You hate to see it. Videl rush, not that bad of a move. And she can fly, as opposed to most other characters like Yajirobe who cannot fly. So we're going to do Videl rush. I don't know why I did that twice. We're going to do Videl rush. Oh, sorry, I can do actually show you something right here. Look at this. If you circle around like this while you're in sparking, this is actually a very viable strategy. Just wanted to point that out. Now then. Boom. You see how bad this tracking is on this game? The tracking in this game, in Tenkaichi 3, the tracking was godlike. In this game, it isn't as fun. She's really just a rush beatdown character. That's really how she operates. She has no beam moves because Videl naturally has no beam moves. So, boom. I wish she did have beam moves though, considering she can lock Ki Blast. Give her like a volley or something. That would be so much nicer. Boom. Alright. Videl rush. Just a good high damaging move. Not really anything psychotic, just a good high damaging move. She's just a rush down character. Has a pretty interesting skill set, pretty good. I wouldn't consider her to suck. I consider her, if you're doing DP battle, I would consider her to just be in the team. I would consider her to be a starter, not a bottom dollar pick like my boy Bardock. Just a starter. Just a starter is where I'd have her. Now then, let's talk about Burter. We're gonna talk about the Cell Jr. epidemic. I do need to test some, I'm gonna, while we're on here right now, while I'm making this video, we're actually gonna test something with Cell Jr. That's very important to me, because I don't know something about Cell Jr. Now then, he can pick 5 Cell Juniors, by the way, just to point that out. You cannot pick 5 Kuis, which is strange. I know it sounds stupid to say that, but I would love to pick 5 Kuis. Very lore accurate that you can't pick 5 Kuis though. 5 Frieza Soldiers, they're just the run-of-the-mill goobers. You can pick them generally anytime you want to. They're just run-of-the-mill goobers. You can just pick them as much as you want to. They're just there. They're just around. Now then, bibbity bobbity boo. Get it rocking on it. And we're going to go ahead and pick Gohan. Now, what are we testing with Cell Jr.? This is very important. I have not seen giant characters in true essence. I have not seen if they can, who can get flinched by them and who can flinch. Usually, if you're Super Saiyan class, you can flinch a giant. That's usually the rule I go by. If you are Super Saiyan class, you can flinch a giant. That's really how I operate. Now then, starting off with Burter. Great character. Not even gonna sugarcoat it. Most people are confused by the speed of this character. He's the fastest in the universe. He is just fast. His initial rush moves confuse people a lot. I don't know why it does. It's just great to have him. He's fast. Now, he doesn't do a crazy amount of damage. He's not like the most damaging character you can have, but he is the start of characters that feel like actual characters in a game. This energy ball is hot garbage to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Space Mag attack is a rush move. Don't even worry about it. Not gonna go too deep into the character besides the SP fighting pose. The SP fighting pose is an instant. Look at that wave. Look at that wave. SP fighting pose is an instant. He should really have after image strike. I don't know why he doesn't have after image strike. His final move is Purple Comet Attack, which is a combination rush move with Jeice. The tracking on it isn't crazy good. I'm not going to show every single move in this, but boom, that's just an instant. That's just instant. Now then, we're going to go to Cui. Cui sucks. False Courage is good. I would start off and do False Courage. Starting off with 2 bars is nice. He just has full energy wave and full energy wave combo. Nothing crazy. And Lord Frieza, which is just a move like that. His rush isn't that bad. Now we're going to do the full speed of it. Actually, I don't want to lie and be like, oh, he actually goes that fast. His rush isn't that bad, but he's not anybody to write home about. He's not somebody that would be like, oh yeah, Cui is godlike. I don't consider Cui to be a good pick at all. I just don't. I don't consider him to be somebody I would be like, oh yeah, he's my best friend. After image strike and super unyielding spirit. After image strike, just a bunch of free teleports. Super unyielding spirit gets you a free, just free. It's just free. free sparking. You'll love to see it. His final move, if people don't know, is Wild Rush Blaster. Wild Rush Blaster is this. I'm just gonna show it. This is Wild Rush Blaster. It's a rush move. It's the Nappa technique. Boom. That's what he just doing what Vegeta does. Doesn't do a crazy amount of damage. Don't do anything nuts. But it is good to have him. It's good to have him as a little bottom dollar pick. So now then, let's test this out. Soldier is just a great character all around. Starting off with 2.5 bars, essentially almost getting to 3. He can stun giants. Oh, no, he can't? Never mind. I take back what I said. Alright, so if you break past a super armor, he can stun giants. He can't initially stun giants. He's still a good character. I would consider him good by basis of Solar Flare. Solar Flare is nice to have as a move. It actually loses the person. You can get a free charge, and Instant Rush is fine. And he has the Kamehameha as his final move, which is just the Super Kamehameha. You can probably run I run 2 Saibamans, 2 Cell Juniors, and generally speaking, a first form Cell. He's a good character to run as a bottom dollar pick. I would consider him that. Those are just his moves. He runs pretty good. He is pretty nice. He's pretty small, so a lot of people aren't used to fighting smaller characters for some reason. I don't know why that is. Dodoria sucks. I'm not even going to act like Dodoria is a great character. Dodoria Head Ram, horrible move. It's a rush technique. False Courage and Pump Up, horrible techniques. This character is not good. I don't consider this character to be somebody that's great. If you're charging like that and not rushing the opponent, stop that immediately. Maximum Blaster isn't really that good either. This isn't a good move. This character is not good. I would not consider picking this character. If you like Dodoria, by all means, you can pick Dodoria. However, doesn't break through big super armor like that. Doesn't break through supers initially. But just an interesting lad of a character. Just an interesting lad of a character. Just generally, I'm not gonna go too deep into Dodoria because I'm not a fan of Dodoria. Not a great character. I wouldn't recommend ever picking Dodoria. The Dodoria hate in this video is gonna be at an all-time high. Just want to tell you that right now. Jeice is godlike. All right, so this Kid Goku, I've seen a lot online, and I was curious why people are picking a lot of Kid Goku online. Kid Goku is basically a little more significant Master Roshi, if I could phrase it that way. Krillin is one of the greatest 3 stars in the game, 3DPers in the game. I love Krillin. Same with Pan. Pan is amazing. We love Pan. Nappa isn't really anybody to write home about besides the virtue of Nappa's health. Nappa's health is what brings Nappa up to a higher plateau. That's what makes Nappa like, oh, okay, this is a great character. All right, now then, this character, as we know, cannot fly. Is a Dragon Ball character. But After Image Strike and False Courage are crazy to have together. After Image Strike, the bunch of free teleports, we already know that. And Commencing Counterattack is Rock, Paper, Scissors and Kamehameha. I'm not going to go too deep into those. And Keep Going is that move where he punches through King Piccolo. It is blockable. It is reactable. It is great. The moveset of Kid Goku is what really gets Kid Goku up into a higher plateau. After Image Strike is really what puts Kid Goku into a higher tier. After Image Strike is fun to have. And also, that's just cool to have that little detail. And they have 2. They just have 2 of those, and then you can go to the top and do that. Now then, let's get up off this character, as the Dragon Ball characters aren't anything to write home about. They're just good characters if you're good at fighting a hand-to-hand. Jeice is cool. I love that Jeice now has not the generic fighting style. In the old Budokai Tenkaichi games, Jeice had a generic fighting style. All the Ginyu members have just such distinct and colorful attack patterns. It's so beautiful. I believe it's because they're so powerful that they just use crazy nonsense. And I love how they change poses when they go into sparking. That's just nice. I love them so much. Full Power this and Crusher Ball are good beam techniques. And he has every SP fighting pose just gets you to a higher plateau. Explosive Wave is not good unless you're really suffering. And Purple Comet Attack is basically the same as Burters, which is just a rush technique. Now that we're done with that, we can talk about Krillin. Krillin is godlike. If you're not playing Krillin, if you're not playing Krillin or not figuring out Krillin, understand this move right here. That move can get somebody messed up in their life. Now, Krillin can't hurt giants, as most characters in here right now can't. But it is good just to have Krillin. This move alone makes Krillin one of the craziest characters in the game. Because it does crazy damage. 2, if it misses and somebody's like, oh, I weaved that technique, they can't see the move. They can't see the moves, so they don't know. They don't know if it's actively away. They have no clue. The Kamehameha curves, the person moves slightly. Just know Kamehameha curves slightly. Chain Destructo Disc is good. This is, I believe, an unblockable. I believe this is an unblockable. I could be wrong, but I'm in good faith to believe that this is an unblockable. Now, on a giant, it doesn't go into the cutscene. It does not go into the cutscene. Just want to point that out. Now, just know how the giants do get messed up with the more charged heavies. Just note that if you're struggling against giants, that's also a very important thing to note if you're struggling against giants. As you can see, Nappa doesn't do anything of that variety. Saiyan Spirit and Pump Up don't do anything. He doesn't have an instant at all. Blazing Storm and Volcanic Explosion both suck. Volcanic Explosion, not a very good move, kind of similar to Babidi's move. Not very good. His final move is pretty okay. The only reason I pick Nappa is if you like his initial fighting style and moveset, or if you really like his final move, or if you're just a huge Nappa fan. You're just like bald-headed guys. It's just you. You like Mr. Clean. That's all you enjoy. I appreciate that. If you're a Mr. Clean enjoyer, that's what you got going inside of your life. I'm not really going to hate you. I'm not really going to, you know, genuinely mess you up about that. That's just how you operate, man. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Clean. You're a good guy. Now then, it's just a beam. This is a mouth beam. If you don't believe me about Saiyan Spirit and Pump Up, this is what they do. Just to show you. They don't do much. It increases your beam, increases your blast projectiles. Nothing crazy. Now, Pan is godlike. Pan is a great character. Pan is 3, has After Image Strike and Saiyan Spirit. Saiyan Spirit gives you a little bit of a boost. After Image Strike is just good, and is a generally good character to have around. Pretty strong, has a lot of combo potential overall. Really great. Guru Missile is a great move in general when it comes to using certain things like that. And the final move is a rush technique. Like her fast 2 moves are rush techniques and a Kamehameha. Nothing to write home about, but if you're looking for a great character to have around, Pan is a good character to just have as a genuine bottom dollar pick. Like, I would genuinely pick Pan if you're starting off on DP battle and you don't know a good team to set and have low DP cost limits. Raditz isn't that good, by the way. I'm just gonna get that out the way right now. Raditz has a fun move set, but I don't consider Raditz to be that great of a character simply by virtue of his skill bar move sets. Rakuma is pretty good overall. I'm gonna talk about Zarbon real fast. There are characters I'm probably not gonna show. This character in general, full power is good. Full power is okay. However, everything about Raditz, I'm just gonna just talk about him in general. I'm just gonna talk about him because showing them off is a little bit psychotic. Raditz isn't that crazy of a character. He has full power and Saiyan Spirit, which gives him a good thing like that. His kick and moveset are okay. He has fine attack patterns. It isn't anything to write home about. Rakuma is good. SP Fighting Pose and False Courage. He can get Super Armor with False Courage. His final move is a big explosion. Very hard to hit if you're rushing somebody down. Very hard to do. You can pretty much just weave this. It's not unblockable. Zarbon isn't bad. Isn't a bad character. Isn't horrible. Gets a little bit of a health boost when he goes into Super Zarbon, which is pretty good considering they're both 3DP. But as it goes from a speed character to a fast character, saying Master Roshi, I would much rather just pick Master Roshi. But generally speaking, if you like Zarbon, if you enjoy the pretty boy himself, then go crazy like that. Yamcha isn't anything to write home about. If he had After Image Strike, he just has After Image. If he had After Image Strike, he would be much better. He does not. He needed what Krillin had. Krillin has After Image Strike. He does not. If he had After Image Strike, that'd be great. He does have a free sparking, which if you're good with sparking and getting that off, that's pretty cool. But if he had After Image Strike, he would be higher in my opinion. I'm not going to tell you about Android 19. Android 19 is a character that isn't a character that I would write. I would say, this isn't a good character at all. Horrible moveset, horrible moves all around, just not a great character. I'm also 100% positive this character doesn't break through the initial barrier of giants as most Super Saiyan characters do. This character should. Don't understand why that is. Bardock is a great character, but I'm gonna show you Bardock. I'm actually gonna show you Bardock. Bardock is a great character. Bardock is a great character. Bardock is one of the greatest characters. If you don't know about this character, if you don't know about Captain Ginyu, this character can change bodies. Unblockable. The body change is unblockable on a realistic note. I was going to go and show through each and every little character, but I realized the amount of time that would take is disgusting. So I'm not going to do that. So, Dr. Gero, not a good character. Generally speaking, not going to explain why this character isn't good. Actually, I'm going to explain. Finish line sucks. False Courage is horrible. Full Power Energy Wage is garbage. Not it's just full power anyway, just not a good move at all. It's just not a good move I'd write home about. Also, on the fact of the matter, Drain Life 20, it's fine. His grab is fine. It takes Bio Life Essence. But outside of that, there's better characters to use, like First Form Cell and Second Form Cell, that have better movesets and more combo potential of that variety. I'm not going to hate on Dr. Willow. I am going to hate on Dr. Willow. Dr. Willow sucks. Dr. Willow is not a good character. Full power isn't a good move. Barrier isn't good. Not a great character. Full power just gets you full stamina, not sparking. I want to point that out. That's all full power does. Doesn't get you full things. It just gets you that. I have to stop talking mess about Gohan, because this Gohan isn't that bad. I will show him off. I will show him off. I will show off why Gohan's not that bad. This Gohan's not that bad either. I messed up on my other video when I said that Goku Daima isn't that bad. Isn't that good? He's really good. And essentially, we're going to get and test out this last character, who is Goku early. So, I'm just going to show off the characters that I feel need to be shown off. So, let me go ahead and remove this one, and we'll get to Daima next time. So you can probably get about right here. Now then, as we get further with DP battle, it's beginning to look like less. You're gonna have to get better if you want to play with the higher tier characters in that aspect. So we're gonna put this to max gauges. Go ahead and set that right here. I'm gonna set that to skill bar high. Boom, boom, boom. Observe this. That's it. It pushes the opponent back and gets you there. This is why Bardock is godlike. Going to Saiyan Spirit too, just for S and giggles. Boom. I love that. Boom. It pushes you back and it gets you that. And when you push them back, you just go right into that and boom, go down on them and then rush with the final Spirit Cannon. That's what you got. Bardock is a great character. Bardock is a godlike. Bardock is so good it hurts. Bardock is so good it hurts me that he's not getting picked on a lot of teams. Now then, we can talk about this guy. Full power charge. Here's what that is. Boom. That's what it is. Full power charge. I might have been wrong about full power. Full power might actually be the one where you actually get. Full power might be the one where you actually get the full bars. I will test that out in a second. I do want to test that out. So let's go ahead and check this out right quick. Observe. The Bros Kamehameha, good technique. Full power charge. Same thing here. Full power charge. That's it. Now then, let's go ahead and test Super Saiyan 2. Amazing. Look at Super Saiyan 2 right here. Wow. Let's go ahead and test full power. Wow. Now, I was clowning on him a lot because he seems like a garbage character. He's not bad. He's an okay pick for 4. I wouldn't go out of my way to pick him. If you like Gohan a lot, you can pick this character. If you really like Gohan a lot, you can pick this character. I also would not go into Super Saiyan 2. I just wouldn't go into Super Saiyan 2. If you power down and go back into base form, you can actually go into Great Saiyaman form, I'm sure. Or maybe you can't. Yeah, you can go into Great Saiyaman form. Boom. Toku Sentai. But you can only do that in the first form. You can only do that in the first form. That's pretty much it. And you get the SP fighting pose. Boom. You would think that would get you to full sparking. It doesn't. It's sad it doesn't. His moves are just rushes, and his final move is a big giant explosion. He sucks. I don't like him. I don't like him. I'm not gonna clown him as deeply as I clown other characters, but I don't like him. This character I've seen a lot in top rank. I've seen him heavy in top rank. Why? It's mostly because of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. People like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. It's their favorite Gohan. This is their favorite Gohan. This is definitively their favorite Gohan. Unforgivable is a full power sparking, and you can go into Father Son Kamehameha. Good explosive rush. All these moves. Not anything to write home about, though. I consider him a great character. His moveset is fun. It's fast. It's fine. I just wouldn't pick him. I just wouldn't pick him. I can't get past the fact of that. I couldn't get past his character. I just don't like him. That's me. That's on a personal note. Now then, we've already seen Great Saiyaman. A lot of people don't understand why people don't pick King Cold. I'm not grasping that. He sucks. He's not a good character. I'm going to test something out, by the way. I'm going to see if full power is actually the move. I think it's not. We will see Willow today in this video. We will see Willow, sadly. This character isn't good. I would never pick Lord Slug. If you like Lord Slug and you're a fan of the movie characters and you want to go into Giant form because Giants are actually pretty good, fine. But High Tension and Explosive Wave, those moves, and a couple with all those things with his initial skill set of fighting, isn't that good. He plays like a very, very heavy character. Not good. Nail is great. Nail has a very fun moveset. Buying time is great. All these moves are fun. Gives him some armor. He's great. I'm going to test him out too just to see him out in the field. He's fun. I consider him Bardock tier on a realistic note. I consider him Bardock tier. Piccolo, I will say that I did clown Piccolo. I did clown Piccolo. And people pointed that out in my last video where I clowned Piccolo. I will say this. I apologize for clowning Piccolo. But to be fair, he isn't as good as you think he is. He isn't somebody that like, oh yeah, he's a great character. He's not. Now I'm going to test this out in chest. Okay, so I was wrong. Full power does give you a full bar. However, he still sucks. That's an issue with giant characters you see here. You got to be a little bit back to hit. You see that? You see that? Yeah, you got to be a little bit back to hit. Now, they don't have a back move, but if they do that, that's pretty much their move. This is their Dragon Rush. This is it. This is what they got. This is a great move to use. Sometimes it's a great move to use. I don't like Dr. Wheelo. The best giant in the game to me is Baby. Like, it's just Baby. I consider Baby to be the best giant in the game. That's just what I feel. Now, full power. Yep. And buying time. That gives you that armor. I was right. He's great. Mystic Flash is a rush move. Super Destructive Wave is a Super Destructive Wave. If you don't know what that means, here goes a Super Destructive Wave. Boom. And full power energy wave is this. I like Nail, mostly because his moveset is baller. Oh, didn't get to see it. You hate to see it. His moveset is baller, though. His moveset is disgustingly baller. I love everything about Nail. He's so good. He's a character that doesn't get picked a lot. Isn't somebody that people go out of their way to pick. If you like Nail, you like Nail. People are like, oh, he's just weaker Piccolo. Not true. I consider his moveset to be baller. A lot of the Demon-S characters, the long ear boys, have that wave. I just like his moveset. I like the way his moves look. I like the way it goes. I like his skill set. He's just fun to play. Piccolo's good. Yeah, Piccolo's good. He's got a full power. He get a full spark. He gets free sparking. He gets paralyzed beam. You can go do that and do special beam cannon. Yeah, whatever. We get it. We understand. We get it. He's good. He's a great character. That's fine. He's a good character. You guys can stop commenting and saying, you don't understand why he's not a good character. You're not grasping it. So now that we've gotten to characters and you're understanding where they range on a DP list, at past about right here, I'm going to go in the team battle, by the way, but past about right here is where you're going to understand that these starters, like Cell or Frieza, you don't want to go past 5. I say this a lot, unless you want to pick the characters you really like and you want to play Ultra Instinct Goku on team battle or something like that. You don't want to go past 5. I wouldn't go past 5, like 5 with a DP. That's just me personally. Just because the time limit in DP battle mode, you know what I mean? Just because of the time limit, that's just how I feel. So just to get through the list faster, we're going to go ahead and go to team battle so we can understand where they lie on the list. I'm going to change this by DP like I always do. So just to understand, this was me goofing around and seeing about how tough some of these characters were. I was testing the universe, 8 characters, and understanding where they lie on a list. I didn't understand where they lied on a list, and I discovered that the universe 8 characters aren't anything to write home about. I'm going to test out Super Garlic Jr. He's a fun power character. I like Super Garlic Jr. I really do. I consider, if you're playing fun with your friends and just wanting to goof around, I would pick him. Tapion used to be a lot stronger. Tapion, I would consider Tapion one of my favorite characters in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I would never pick Tapion in this game anymore. I tested him out because I thought he was going to be amazing. I thought he was going to be, oh, he's going to have the same kind of run through as he had in the game. No, he is not as good as you think. These are all 4 DP characters, by the way. The characters I'm picking right now, up until Android 13, are all going to be 4 DP. Vegeta Scouters where 4 DP ends. So at this point, I skipped over some of the 3 stars because they're not worth going over, but these characters I will actually begin to go over the ones that matter the most. This character is good. This character is good to me. Death Impact, good move, good beam move. Dark Illusion, not that bad of a move. I'm going to actually just get my skill sets so we don't wait all year. Switch the wait time to none. Skill bar. Boom. So, his moves are really good. That's a grab, by the way. This is an unblockable grab. This move is an unblockable grab. You got to be really close, but it's an unblockable grab. it cannot be blocked. So if you're trying to confuse somebody with that, that's why I like him a lot. The Makio Star, if you're curious what that is, that gives you a boost. Super Paralysis Beam just paralyzes you. Dead Zone is a rush move, which I feel like it should be an unblockable, literally just him throwing the Death Zone, but it's not that. If you're curious what his moveset is, it is actually really good. I consider him really good. I really do. I like how big he is. I like him a lot. He has a good beam spam. He's really good. I like him. Tapion is not that. Let me explain why. This is the only reason. This is it. This move. This move used to do so much more damage in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and he should have After Image Strike. I'm going to say this about every single After Image character. He should just have After Image Strike. Brave Sword Attack isn't that good. It's a rush move. I just don't consider it amazing. Tien's amazing. I'm going to say this right now. Tien is a sleeper pick because of this. This is why. This is why. This is why. That is why. Tien is a sleeper pick. Now you notice how he loses sight of the person? Oh, sorry. No, I apologize. I messed up. I meant to say, you notice how he falls? Yeah, that fall can mess you up. But if you get this off, Neo Tri-Beam, hold up a second. You get this Neo Tri-Beam off, I want you to look how much damage it does. Oh, no. Am I messing up? Hold up a second. Let me reset positions. I apologize. I want you to take note of how much damage this move does. It's very important. Also, Wild Sense is good if you're bad at teleporting. Watch my boy go. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. Did you see that? Yeah, it sacrifices a little bit of your health, but man, is that cool. He's a sleeper pick. He's a kamikaze character for sure. He's nuts. Trunks, Kid Trunks is good because he can transform into Super Saiyan when he goes soups, and his moves aren't anything to write home about. I'm not gonna lie to you. His moves are not anything to write home about. Finish Buster isn't anything to write home about. It's not anything crazy. He's not nuts. It's really not. But this, going into Super Saiyan, same with Goten. Oh my goodness. Oh, these characters are so good. I love them. Super Unyielding Spirit, that is a full charge sparking. Super Unyielding Spirit is full charge sparking. Victory Cannon, that is just Victory Cannon. That's just basically Final Flash. That's basically Final Flash. That's all it is. That's it. Nothing crazy. Nothing to write home about. Go ahead with that Trunks right here. This character is 4 DP, and power up to the very limit is pretty okay. I like that a lot. Lightning Sword Chast is okay. A lot of people have chastised me saying, oh man, you didn't give him the respect he deserves. You didn't really give him what he deserves. And I'll give you that. You're right. I didn't. I really didn't. He's actually a pretty okay character. Now, in Super Saiyan, this is where things change a little bit. In Super Saiyan, he's a much better character. Let's go. He's a much better character. I didn't give him his respect, mostly because I don't respect Trunks as deep as the next guy. I really don't. I don't respect Trunks as I'm not a huge Trunks fan. I'm really not. This is just the Frieza move. This is just the Frieza move. Nothing crazy. Just the Frieza move. Just rushes. Just rush techniques. I enjoy him a lot by virtue of him being Trunks, but I didn't give him the respect he deserved. Many people point that out. I didn't give him the respect he deserves. I would consider him not to be crazy. I would just consider him not to be a crazy character. So around here, when you're building teams for DP battle, and if you're playing these characters, I wouldn't pick for single battle. None of these characters I would go out of my way to pick for single battle, because single battle you're going to encounter some psychopaths and the dreaded fusion people that pick only fusions, people that say, well, fusion characters are really good. This is single battle, so they have high DP. When in single battle, you're going to see a lot of characters with high DP.
Yes, let's see how tough you are.
That's just what you're going to see. Characters with high DP. That's it. Android 13, I apologize, doesn't have his haircut line in the game, which is depressing. Now then, I'm going to go through and check on. Let's go with this right here. I didn't set it. I apologize. Now, I would pick Android 16, but I do want to point out that I'm not going to pick Android 16. As a matter of fact, I'm going to point this out right here. I thought Fruit of the Tree of Might would give me full bars. It didn't. Makes him a bit lower in my mind of how he is. I play with him a lot thinking I just messed up. Not that good. Ooh, No. Now, this is gonna sound crazy. He's a great character. Only in this form. When he transforms into Majub, his skill set gets significantly worse. Super Kamehameha, great move. Blazing Barrage Palm, amazing. When I say amazing, I mean amazing when it comes to the utility of that move. I'm gonna move myself up so you guys can see the actual stuff. Amazing utility right there. Super Explosive Wave, great. Majub is not good. I would pick Vegeta Scouter even if you told me not to. He's not a great character. Truly, he's not. I wouldn't pick him. I love this character. The Saiyans are a true warrior race. Don't underestimate us. Don't pick him, though. He's not good. His giant form gives him an extra bar. I don't think that's worth the investment to lose 4 DP. Super 13 is a character. Fun, fine moveset. You get the same thing as a Bojack buff. Bojack is significantly better, though, considering that he goes into speed. He goes to a speed character to a power character. Bojack is just 2 power characters. If you like speed characters, I pick him. That's about it. I don't like him. He has an unblockable. I believe it's Hell Slash. I believe that's an unblockable. Not sure. Self-destruct device is... I didn't realize that would self-destruct me when I first picked him. I know it sounds stupid to say that, but I didn't realize that. Anyways, Android 17 is a great character. If you're playing Budokai Tenkaichi 3, he's actually gotten significantly worse. His Android barrier used to cost 1. Now it costs 2. Same as his sisters. These characters are the same thing to me besides the fact that Android 18 can get full power. I consider him horrible. I consider her significantly better because of Super Unyielding Spirit. She gets full sparking. That's pretty much about it. I gotta show you why Baby's good. I can't really explain why Baby's good. I just gotta show you why Baby is a good character. So, Bergamo is... This is gonna sound crazy. Bergamo's kind of crazy. Bergamo's kind of nuts. I was not expecting any of those characters like they just put in so we can pick him to be good. But he's kind of nuts. This is a great... You know Broly's good. I'm not even gonna explain why. Broly's just a great... He's a great... Super Broly has 2 transformations, super armor in the secondary transformations. Just a great character. Same with this Broly. Same deal as why they're amazing. The final form Broly has a unblockable. As an unblockable, it does a disgusting amount of damage. Like full power Broly has an unblockable, it does a disgusting amount of damage just there. Don't pick Kaba. I swear to Christ. I'm gonna look at me. I was fully invested in those memes where I was saying, oh, I'm gonna pick Kaba and go crazy against Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Kaba, this Kolyoko built creature sucks. Sucks as a character. Fast, speedy, cool like that. Huge ears, horrible design. Caulifla isn't bad. False Courage and Wild Sense are really good if you're a beginner character. Wild Sense is great if you're not good at teleporting. You want to catch somebody with a sneak teleport. False Courage is great to have there. I'm going to show you why Cell is the best character to ever grace the planet, period. Cell is still broken and disgusting. Cell is still just a disgusting, weako, sicko mode character. All Frieza earlier on through here is good. I consider this character very, very good. Significantly good. I feel like Frieza Super should have his own first form so we could go up and have different techniques. Every time this character transforms, they get health back. Just understand, every time this character transforms, they get health back. And it's fun to go from a speed to a power to a speed to essentially a technique character. This... I don't like this Trunks. Not even design-wise, just in general. Lightning Sword Slash is okay. I just don't like this Trunks and what this trunk represents. Good-ish character. Solar Flare is a great way to get somebody knocked off. Wild Sense is okay, I guess. Not really going to talk too deep about the characters, by the fact that the Super Saiyan form is okay as well. Future Gohan is godlike, goated. Future Gohan is one of the best characters in the game. Love Future Gohan, especially in Super Saiyan form. Great character overall. Amazing moveset. Great technique. GT Goku is perfect. After Mid Strike, Solar Flare can go into Super Saiyan 4, starting off with this character and Super Saiyan. If you get this character and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, because there's no initial GT Vegeta in the game, you can go into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and go sicko mode and probably slide in a Yajirobe. Sliding in a Yajirobe will allow yourself to stall so you can get your health back. I'm not gonna pick the character, by the way. I'll pick the characters when I feel like they need to be shown. This character has an unblockable. This Goku Super has an unblockable. Super Spirit Bomb is an unblockable. This character is disgusting. I consider him the best Goku besides Goku Mid. Goku mid right here is godlike. Just the perfect character. Moveset wise. His skill set's not anything to write home about, by the way. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now the instant transmission, while says this is base Goku End. I would only pick this character if you're really looking to make Vegeta or Gogeta, but you can do that with this Goku as well. So I'm not really sure why you'd pick this Goku. Just generally not sure why you'd pick this Goku. I guess if you like Meteor Smash, Wild Sense, and Instant Transmission. Never used Instant Transmission, by the way, ever. Unless you're really trying to sneak up on them. It's a waste of bars to me unless you're really trying to stop them from using sparking and you're out of time. Instant transmission is not a move that I would write home about or use. Goku Black is perfect. I see no issues with Goku Black. Goku Black is one of the best characters in the game. I consider him amazing. I'm going to show you why Goku Black is one of the best characters in the game and why I consider him amazing. He is good. He is perfect. He did nothing wrong to anybody. He deserved to do the Zero Mortals plan. He is great. I love him. This is just Goten. We already went through Goten, I believe. He's a character for sure. Grade 8 Vegeta. Shout out him. He's a giant character. Not anything to say about this. Janemba, I would pick Janemba if you really like playing with other Janemba. He's only 5, and he goes into a 7 character. I believe bigger Janemba is a 7 or an 8. Really good. Really good to have as a giant character. Just a great giant character to have. I suppose nobody's actually played with this character, so I'm going to show you how this character plays. I'm just assuming nobody's actually touched this character. That is my initial assumption of this character. If you've never seen this character, welcome. I'm going to show you this character now. This character isn't bad. If you don't know anything about this character is from Dragon Ball Super. If you've only ever seen Dragon Ball Super, well, you're in luck because this character isn't that bad. This character has instant sparking. You probably didn't know that because you probably never picked this character. This character has primal charge, which is this. That is not a rush move. That is an initial rush move. That wasn't their sparking. This is their sparking. Their sparking is... I hate doing the rush moves because they just take so long. It's a combination attack. Enjoy. Oh, I thought it was a rush move. I'm not even sure. I've never seen that, actually. Wait a second. Have I never used that technique? I've never seen this move. I'm so sorry. I'm learning something right now. I apologize. I've never seen this move. Not a crazy amount of damage, but still, that's a move. Primal Instinct is a rush technique, by the way. Primal Instinct is a rush technique. I know that for a fact. So, you're probably wondering, why do I keep glazing this character? This character's godlike. I consider the moveset, the finish sign, the everything about this character is good. Mostly because of this. That takes 2 bars to get to this right here. That's a 2 to an 8. Why is it a 2? Who knows why it's a 2? Observe. Hold up a second. Let me show you why this character is great. Like a lot of characters that get to this stage, the spam of this is so good, it's insane. If you can just spam, this is a great way to close out a match. Spamming this and circling to get the back on it and then rushing on the character is great. You can't do that like this. You can't do it like this. It stops for a second, but if you're in sparking, it does that. This character is good because of that. This character is good because its transmission, in this sense, isn't really horrible because you can get that far away. That move. This move right here can save games. That is a great tracking move. It is godlike. I love that. The ultimate godly smash, all these moves, a rush move. Not bad. This character's so good, it hurts. It's so sad how good this character is. I'm just repeating that the character's good and just showing you some initial skill sets. I'm so sorry. I just really like the character. I really do. Now then, let's take away this gauge right here and go through to show you this. You're probably wondering, Baby Vegeta isn't anything to write home about. Why are you so much glazing Baby Vegeta? Well, the first form isn't really that good. I agree. However, second form also isn't really that good. I agree. You actually are 100% correct that these 2 forms are not anything to write home about. As a matter of fact, I don't like any of his movesets. I really don't. I don't like anything this character does. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. I don't like anything this character does. This one, the Handsome Jack form, also not that good. Get a little bit of health back, not anything crazy, nothing nuts. Full power, that's a full power charge sparking. This character isn't really that bad, right? Really not. Revenge Death Ball, really good. This is why this character is good. This to me is the best giant in the game. I consider this to be the best giant in the game. You get a full bar back when you go into giant form. This to me is the best giant in the game. How gets you instant sparking, by the way. And why is instant sparking important? Because the down technique. Spam that. I want to show you how much damage that does. Watch this. Where are we at? Watch how much damage this does. Watch this. Saw that? Maybe you didn't see that. Look how much damage that does. Just keep doing this. Just do that. Just do that. In sparking, it does disgusting damage. So just how? And that damage is crazy. That damage is disgusting. 8,000 off of a down? That's disgusting. That is revolting how much damage that does. Revolting. I'm going to put Baby in my team now, by the way. Baby is now a member of my team. Most people don't know how to deal with giants. Now, Bergamo? How? That's the instant sparking. That's a beam technique. Danger Knuckle is obviously a rush move. Triangle Danger Beam. Now we finally get to see them. They're in the game. The trio, the brothers or whatever. This character is good by virtue of his wild, wacky skill set. He's really good. He is... play Bergamo. Play Bergamo. Confuse somebody. Have them be like, oh, we got somebody that only seen Super. Yeah, but Bergamo's good. Okay, Bergamo's good. This is the best character in the game. Why is the character the best character in the game? Well, let me show you why. Firstly, that takes health. And a little bit of stamina. Secondly, Drain Life Cell takes health. This move, if you are not a android, metal cooler or something like that, all the health this person loses, I gain to my health bar. All that, I get to my health bar. Boom. What isn't as crazy as that? I actually get, I believe, half of that. So, now, you're probably wondering, well, is second form cell good? Because that has a... yeah. Second form cell is also good. And you get a little bit of health back when you go into second form, by the way. You get a little bit more health. Drain Life Cell, you guessed it, takes health. That's right. Another move that takes health. But it's a regular rush. And that's it. Boom. You can use that to stall, get things done. It's disgusting. It really is. It's good. It's really good. Now then. And then you can go into Final Form. After you get done doing all that, you can go into Final Form Cell. And Final Form Cell just has a great moveset overall. Final Form Cell is just good overall. I have no complaints about Final Form Cell. Also, the skill set with these cells is just really good too. Because Cell is later in the Android arcs, it's just a great character overall. So that's why I personally consider Cell to be my bottom dollar character. Just a good character overall. If you're curious what the final move is, it's that unforgivable nonsense. Observe.
You are gonna pay.
Yeah. It's an explosion. Which is insane. I don't think any other game has actually ever done this. Not worth that. So if you're thinking it's like a Big Bang Crash or something like that or something crazy, no, don't ever do that move.
You will become one with the cell.
If you transform, if you transform, you only get a little bit of health back. Never do that move. See that little bit of health you get back? Never do that move. I consider this character good by virtue of his skill set and his moves because I like the way his moves flow into each other. And perfect barrier is okay. It's just a big barrier. What's perfect barrier? It's a big barrier. Now, perfect cell as opposed to perfect form cell, completely different character. You can't actually turn into perfect cell in that form, as they pointed out. Strange, very strange to me. I think that's a little bit of an odd move, but not gonna judge them. Not gonna judge them. It's their game. I am simply a passenger on their journey. I enjoy what they've made for me. Now then, we've talked about Janemba. I understand that people don't actually play with this character.
I'll try, okay?
People do not play with Kale for some reason. I'm going to show you why you should play with Kale. I'm going to explain that. Why you should actually consider Kale to be an actual character in the game. Like an actually good character. Because Kale is actually good. I'm not going to lie to you. Not a good character. Just Ribrianne is not good. at all. I wouldn't pick Ribrianne. I also wouldn't pick this character at all. Just wouldn't pick these two characters at all. Just wouldn't pick them too. I consider her to be better. She's the best of the three. These two are not good. We've seen this Trunks. Just understand that this character is good. I'm not gonna pick this Trunks. Understand these Vegetas are good. I don't like playing as Vegeta, so I'm just gonna say this right now. This character is a great character. I just don't like playing with him. Ignoring my actual personal biases, still a good character. Zamasu is good. Sucks. I hate Zamasu just in general. After Image Strike on a character is good. If you see After Image Strike, the character probably is good. Okay, so people have criticized me for insulting this character. I'm going to explain why I think you should just pick this android as opposed to the other one. I don't consider this a bad character. I just don't consider the stock investment into this character to be worth it. I do not consider. I believe he is 6. I don't think he's worth 6. I'm pretty sure he's 6. I could be wrong. If he's 5 or 6, I still don't consider him to be worth the DP investment. But the reason I don't consider him to be a good character is virtue by the DP investment alone. That is it. Nothing else makes me dislike the character besides the DP investment. That is it. This character is interesting. Now, a lot of people aren't really like putting Kale on their team. Understandable. But full sparking. Understand full sparking. A lot of people aren't doing that. If you've never seen Kale's final move, this is it. There you go. Now then, this is the form people are probably going to go into. Or the other Berserk form. So, Resistance Blast is not a regular thing. Saiyan Spirit's done. Saiyan Spirit doesn't really do anything besides gives you that little boost there. Now then, this is the move. I consider Kale to be good because nobody plays with Kale. I know it sounds crazy to say that, but when you play a character that nobody else considers to be good, people get a little bit confused while you're playing the character, and you're able to throw them off while you're picking the character. It's a really good strategy and technique. I'm going to power down and go into Berserk mode to show you that this character is actually kind of cracked. Kind of a cracked character, not gonna lie. I don't understand why people are hating on this one. This is just Berserk form. I like the other form better because I don't like power characters, but see how slow this character is? I'm not a fan of like true power characters, especially at this rage. Does get instant sparking and does get the Cry of Rage. Cry of Rage does this. Be curious if that's what it is. If you've never seen this one, here you go. There you go. That's what we got there. I'm not gonna go through the full animation of that. That's what it does. So, bada bing, bada boom. That's her. She isn't bad, but I wouldn't pick her. I see people don't pick her. She isn't bad. Now then, this Piccolo. This Piccolo. Never pick this Piccolo. Period. Never pick this Piccolo. Unless you really like Piccolo and are like, well, actually, Piccolo's one of my favorite characters. Good on you, I guess. I just realized I picked Kaba. I hate Kaba. I just realized I picked this character. I apologize for that. Didn't even realize I picked Kaba. So I don't like this character. That's a horrible move. That's just, why is that a move? This move sucks too. The tracking on that is garbage. Okay damage. Pretty okay damage. Like a bar? Amazing. After Image Strike is great. Immortal Body? Wow. What does that do? I actually don't know. I actually have no idea. Does it heal you? It might heal you actually. I have no idea what that does. If it heals you, I'm going to take back everything I just said. You know? I just realized that. I'm not going to be able to see that because I'm not going to be able to see that. I'm just going to assume that that heals you. It does. That's a horrible heal. That heal is bad. Oh, never mind. I'm not taking back anything I said. He still sucks. Never mind. I thought I was going to discover something right now. I thought I was going to be like, oh, you know what? This is actually amazing. I'm going to discover something great. Nope, he still sucks. And that's a rush move. No, is that a rush move? No, it's not a rush move. It's just an easily weavable beam. It's just, you can just weave that. It's not anything right. You can just weave it. Just move out the way of that. Just, I'm not going to test if it's unblockable or not. I'm pretty sure that's blockable. I'm like 86% sure that's blockable. All right, so this character, everybody keeps telling me that, yeah, he has instant sparking. Oh, look, Android barrier. That's so fun. High power blitz. Now then, can this character charge? Oh, the character can't charge? Oh, the character can't charge. Still, actually, hold up a second. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Character can't charge. Character still can't charge besides that. This character isn't bad. I would not pick him because of the DP investment. That's it. That's it. His skill set is fine. I love his moves, actually. They're really good. The DP investment isn't worth it. When you're playing, I play DP battle a lot. So a lot of my videos are more centered around DP battle instead of singles. And when singles, I consider to be brain dead because it's just, oh yeah, I'm gonna pick a fusion character and do that, and that's fine, cool. I'll pick a fusion character too, fine. I just don't consider it to be like the top echelon of what this game could truly potentially be. That's my issue. I'm just gonna explain this cell. Oh, it's not that. That's not a cell actually. This is the other cell I had. Never mind. Cooler is fine. Cooler's fine. A speed into a power character. You get health. Cooler's fine. Deborah is not a good pick. Don't pick Deborah. If you're like, oh, but after Mid Strike, Evil Breath, circumvents all that. Just don't pick Deborah. I'm not gonna tell you, oh, go ahead and pick Deborah. Go ahead and pick. Don't pick Deborah. Just don't pick Deborah. Just don't. Dispo is a character.
I'll jump in.
Dispo is a character. Should I disrespect Dispo? Yes. Dispo is a character. Never start with this kid. Never start with 4 form Frieza ever. Always go for super. Unless you like power characters and want to play a full power Frieza. But these super is better to me. I just consider super better. Alright, now then, let's talk about this boy. Frosty. Let's talk about Frosty the Snowman. Worst character in the game. I'm saying this in my whole chest, with my whole soul. Never pick Frost. Frost is a disrespectful insult to the entirety of the game. I'm not going through any Super Saiyans right. I know that Gotenks goes crazy. Gotenks is a good character. Should get maybe some help with the transformations. I don't know why I feel that way. Starts off at 4 bars. Pretty fine. Good fusion character. I would never initially pick Gotenks. And because you're not going team battle on ranked. You're not doing that. I would pick Goku. I would pick Goten and Trunks infused into Gotenks is what I would do. That's the only way I get this character. Hunaghar's not a good character. Not a good giant. Not worth the investment. I believe we're in the 7 range, around that range right now. They were about 7. Wouldn't start off with this character. Kefla's good. If you're curious if Kefla is good, Kefla's good. Kefla's great, actually, just by virtue of all the techniques. Never pick this character. Boo! I wouldn't pick Boo. Sleep is okay if you can get it off, but Sleep is the slowest health recovery move in the game. Wouldn't even invest in that. It's just really slow. Paralyzed Beam is... You gotta really try to catch somebody with Paralyzed Beam. This is my favorite character, and he sucks. I say this with my whole chest. This is my favorite character, and he is garbage. He is just a trash character. Same with Majub. Paralyzed Beam and Mystic Breath are not a good trade-off for the initial oops stuff, and I don't think you get a lot of health back, and not worth starting off with 7. Just not worth it. This is I like this character's moveset, but not good. I feel like this character should have... There should be a way to get to Mecha Frieza without initially picking them in DP battle is my complaint. That's what I gotta say. We already went through Baby. Subaru's a great character. Regeneration is really good. Regeneration is scary good, actually. Let me point that out. Regeneration is scary good. We're not going to go through the Super Saiyan forms where we went through that. We're not going to go through the Broly's where we talked about Broly. This form is, you know what I mean? This form is, it has an instant sparking. I believe longer weight 100% is instant sparking. Not really anything to write home about. This is going to sound weird. I would never go into this form of Bojack unless you just are dying and need health. Because the original Bojack form has an instant sparking. This one doesn't. This character needs an instant sparking. It just has a barrier and pump up. This character needs an instant sparking, I feel. Like, genuinely speaking, needs an instant sparking. Same with this one. Basically the same exact movesets. These two characters are exactly the same to me. These two characters are exactly the same. They just feel exactly the same. I don't know why. Never pick this character unless you're going into single battles. I'm going to explain the fusions right quick. The fusion characters are just good. There's no need to go into detail of why they're good. They're just really good. They're just great characters. But if you're playing DP Battle, this is very important. If you're playing DP Battle, pick Goku and Vegeta, right? Infuse into the character and switch to another character to get the health back up. Fuse into the character when you have low health. Switch to another character to get some health back so you can have more health to play as the fusion character if you're using these in DP Battle. That's the only way I could use these characters. We went through this, baby, amazing. Kid Buu's the best character in the game. Don't question me, don't sleep on it, I'm just saying this right now. Kid Buu has crazy combo potential. Kid Buu is disgusting, Kid Buu is weird, Kid Buu is strange. Most people don't know Kid Buu's stuff. Kid Buu is odd. Kid Buu has very obvious windups though. You can pretty much tell when you got to block low and down, up and high and things of that variety. Kid Buu is a great character. I love them. They have no moves that I find disrespectful. Mr. Combination is great. Super Kamehameha is outstanding. Planet Burst is not an unblockable, so just know that. I would never pick this character ever. I would never pick this character ever. I would never ever pick this character. They cost too much in DP Battle. They're not worth it. If you like Majin Vegeta because you like Vegeta and that's your favorite character, go ahead. Pick the character. By all means, prove me wrong. I would never pick this character. Final Impact is not worth it. Big Bang Attack isn't worth it. Final Explosion takes out your own health. This is the best 7-star character. This is the best 7 character in the game, period. Cell doesn't work against this character. You can't absorb life from this character. You can pick 2 of them and have 1 Hercule. So you can regenerate with this character. Instant Transmission is okay. Supernova is amazing. This character is disgusting. I love this character. Good rushdown character. This form of Cell agitates me because it should initially just be a upgrade to the other cells. Don't really know why it's separate. It should just be more health for the other cells. That's all it should be. Don't know why it's not. This character is basically more health for Super Buu. This character should have After Image Strike. The character does not have After Image Strike. Don't know why. Have no idea why. Doesn't make any sense. Regeneration is amazing. I consider this form to be better than this form. Yes, I consider this form to be better than this form. They cost exactly the same because the game knows that. And also, this character doesn't have a chin. I feel like if the character had a chin, I'd like looking at them more. This one has more of a chin than this one. You probably can't tell, but you can't. You can obviously tell. This character has regeneration, and that's better. Just generally better overall. Mystic Breath on this character's fine. Janemba's a great character. I just don't like the skill sets that they have. Not very good. This is the worst character I've ever seen. This is going to sound... I said this a lot of characters. Shinron should not cost this. Shinron should be 5. Shinron should cost 5. The Omega Shinron should cost 6. Horrible. Tobo's good. You probably haven't seen Tobo. I'm going to pick Tobo to show you Tobo off. Tobo's good. See, if you're doubting if Tobo's good, Tobo's a great character. Great power character just overall. Ultimate Gohan. Amazing. I would pick this in solos. Ultimate Gohan is a fantastic character. Godlike character. Obviously, all the fusions are great. Most people probably haven't seen Anilaza. I'm going to pick Anilaza because most people probably haven't seen Anilaza. I'm only picking characters that people probably haven't seen. I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of these characters. I'm not trying to rehash. This video is already long enough. Just trying to get through and show you what I consider to be bottom dollar picks. Is this in ascending mode? It is in ascending mode. Am I close to the bottom of the list? I am. That's depressing. Shinron sucks. Sorry about that. Zamasu, great character. I don't see why people aren't picking Zamasu as opposed to all the other fusion characters. Zamasu is really good. Like, so good that I am confused why nobody's picking this Zamasu. Strange. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, great character. All I need is 5 seconds. Is great. All good moves. All great. I have a love-hate relationship with this character. So, let's talk about Ultra Instinct Goku. People who don't know how to play the game pick this character a lot. When you do know how to play the game and you pick this character, you will be godlike. This character is not bad. If you don't know how to play the game, please don't pick this character. Simply by virtue of you're probably relying on that automatic weave thing. A lot of you have guard assist on because you don't know how to play the game. I beg of you that if you pick this character, learn to play the character. This character also, when transformed, gets an extra bar and a full stamina regen. This character is not balanced. This character is great. This character may be at the top of the list, right next to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I love this character. See how high up this character is upon the initial entry cost? It goes from 5 to 8. That's just so good. Love that. This is a great character. I don't know why people aren't playing Golden Frieza a lot. I don't get that. Great character. Amazing character. Godlike character. Hit is good. Hit is good. Hit is good. The time skip jump strike, a little move right there, is the same value to me as Ultra Instinct Goku's instant teleport. You can block it, by the way. Great move. Not seeing a lot of people pick Jiren. Jiren's fast. I don't like Jiren's moveset, but Jiren is a great character. Jiren is in generally great. Just in general, a great character. I'm going to show you why this character sucks. I'm just going to... Me constantly saying it isn't going to hold into your soul why this character is garbage. It's really not going to. So now we are at the bottom of this, and I'm going to just explain that Beerus isn't good. I know it sounds crazy to say that. Beerus is not good as opposed to the higher DP characters here. Really isn't. And Wiz sucks. Credit to Zamasu, I don't understand why this character is this high right here. I really don't. I just don't grasp it. I'm going to show you. This is probably the last of the characters I'm going to show you. This character, Wiz, sucks. Wiz just sucks. All right, let's talk about Dispo. Dispo is... I want this character to be better, right? I think we all want Dispo to be better. I think we all love Dispo. I think everybody in the game really loves Dispo. I think Dispo is just... I just want Dispo to be better. Now, that's an instant sparking. That's cool. And this is, you guessed it, not a rush technique. Now, I don't like Dispo's moveset. I don't like anything Dispo does. Dispo feels gross. Dispo feels like not a good character. Dispo feels garbage. Dispo has no true variety to what they are. I don't like Dispo. Dispo for the cost of Dispo is not worth Dispo. Dispo's cost disgusts me. Dispo should be 5. I know it sounds crazy to say that. Dispo should be 5. There's nothing in this character that allows me to be like, oh yeah, this character is definitely worth, no, there's nothing in this character tells me this character is worth more than 5. Topo. Great character. Great heavy. I don't know why people keep calling this character Topo. Really messes me up. I like this form evolution. Great form evolution. Goes into from a power character to an even bigger power character. Great health on the character. Great moveset on the character. Great just knocking around potential. Great everything. Except for this stuff. The skill sets of these moves suck. Oh, a second, I apologize. I'm just doing the same thing. That's a horrible move. This move sucks. Look at one. It can stop most moves. It shouldn't be 3. It shouldn't be 3. Just shouldn't be 3. Don't know why it's 3. Now then, Anilaza. Most people haven't seen Anilaza. Let's talk about Anilaza. A lot of people consider Anilaza to be the best giant, mostly because Anilaza can teleport. I don't consider Anilaza to be the best giant. Most giants have this down move. I consider Anilaza to be interesting, but Anilaza costs too much. Anilaza costs too much. If Anilaza costs less, I'd be excited more. I would be over the moon if Anilaza costed less. Anilaza's cost separates this character from actually being the full potential of what they truly could be. They should cost 6. Anilaza should cost 6. That's my biggest issue with a lot of these characters is the costs. Especially you. Wild Sense is perfect. Power to the very limit is fine. Gigantic Blaze is a horrible move. This is not a good move. That is not a good move. That's not a good move. Not good at all. Dragon Thunder. Also not a good move. Not a good move. Not a good rush. For the cost of this character, for all the things this character entails, this character should have... If the character feels bad too, if you played Omega Shenron, you know what I mean. Now look where the health started off for Omega Shenron. Why is it 3.5 bars? Why is it not for the full 4? Why? This is Omega Shenron. This is the final enemy of GT. This character should have all bars. Why does the character not have all bars? This is the worst top DP character. Period. I can't tell you any better than this. This character is not worth the investment. Firstly, they have snack time. That heals health. They look at their health bars. Not a full 4. Barrier. Why does this character have barrier? Barrier sucks. Not good. What's Prelude to Destruction? Oh, I wonder what Prelude to Destruction is. Is this? Good, right? Right, cool. Symphonic Destruction? Oh, what's Symphonic Destruction? Here it goes.
Take that and that.
Cool. Amazing. Does nothing. And the final move is just Epilogue of Destruction, which is this. Which is a big nothing burger. This character, Wiz, is... In concept, Wiz is cool. But in execution, Wiz is not that great of a character. I guess the no-cost weaving is fine. But that can easily be interrupted with a full power Ki Blast. You can goof around with Wiz. Like, Wiz is a great goof character. For sure. But I wouldn't consider the character to be outstanding. Those are the characters that... That's pretty much all the characters in the game that I consider to be worth time or worth effort. The transformations are technically other characters, but not really. You know what I mean. That is me going through basically every character in the game. I hope you enjoyed. I'm probably not going to make a... But this is going to be a very important message for people that made it this far. I'm not going to make a bunch of Sparking Zero videos. I don't make general Sparking Zero content a lot of the time. I love the game, and it just came out, so I'm making a few videos on it just to get some initial flair out there. But I'm not a Sparking Zero content creator at all. I'm making content in the game, but I usually just talk about whatever I feel like. So don't expect a bunch of oh, he's got to talk about Sparking Zero today. I might not. So just expect that. Thank you. Bye.